Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi semua. Okay, hari ini grup kami akan membentangkan berkenaan dengan hydroelectric energy ataupun hydroelectric power plant. Okay, sebelum saya teruskan, saya ingin memperkenalkan ahli grup saya. Grup kami terdiri daripada 5 orang ahli iaitu FATIN IZZATY, FARAH NAJWA, SITI saya. Okay, next. Okay, untuk bahagian introduction, hydroelectric power plant is a major renewable energy source used all over the world. The basic law of physics. Hydroelectric power or hydroelectricity is basically electrical energy that has been generated using natural forces such as gravity or flowing water. It usually produced by dam because dam can store and direct large volume of water. Dams can generate electricity because they contain special mechanism designed to take the energy in flowing water and turn it into electrical power. Boiling water under high pressure has hidden water turns to the turbines. Through magnetic induction, the generator convert the mechanical energy of the turbine to electricity. Okay, next, berkenaan dengan the type of hydropower electric plant. Okay, basically, there are 3 types of hydroelectric power plant, which is conventional plant, pump storage plant dan juga run-of-river plant. Okay, untuk yang pertama, conventional plant use potential energy from dam water. The energy extracted depends on the volume and height of the water. The difference between height of the water level in a reservoir and the water outflow level is called as water head. Untuk yang kedua, pump storage plant. In pump storage plant, a second reservoir is constructed near the water outflow from the turbine. When the demand of electricity is low, the water from lower reservoir is pumped into the upper ataupun main reservoir. This is to ensure sufficient amount of water available in the main reservoir to fulfill the peak loads. And lastly, run-of-river plant. In this type of facility, no dam is constructed and hence reservoir is absent. A portion of river is diverted through a penstock or canal to the turbine. Thus, only the water flowing from the river is available for the generation. And due to the absence of reservoir, any oversupply of water is passed unused. Okay, seterusnya adalah gambar untuk menunjukkan perbezaan di antara ketiga-tiga jenis hydroelectric power plant. Okay, yang pertama adalah conventional storage plant. Yang sebelah kiri ni adalah sketch diagram. Yang sebelah kanan ni adalah real diagram. Okay, gambar yang kedua adalah berkenaan dengan pump storage plant. Pun sama juga river plant. Okay, itu saja daripada saya. Sekian, terima kasih.
Okay, Assalamualaikum dan selamat pagi. Saya Siti ZAIDI. Saya akan menerangkan tentang schematic diagram of hydroelectric power plant. Next. Okay, diagram below shows the schematic diagram of hydroelectric power plant. Hydroelectric power plant consists of several components such as reservoir, dam, control gate, penstock, turbine, generator, and powerhouse. Next. Okay, the first component of hydroelectric power plant is the dam and reservoir. The dam is constructed on a large river in hilly areas to ensure sufficient water storage at head. The dam forms a large reservoir behind it. The head of water level in the reservoir determines how much of potential energy is stored in it. Next. The second component is control gate. Water from the reservoir is allowed to flow through the penstock to the turbine. The amount of water which is to be released in the penstock can be controlled by a control gate. When the control gate is fully open, maximum amount of water is released through the penstock. Next. Okay, next is penstock. A penstock is a huge steel pipe which carries water from the reservoir to the turbine. Potential energy of the water is converted into kinetic energy as it flows down through the penstock due to gravity. Next. Okay. Water turbine. Water from the penstock is taken into the water turbine. The turbine is mechanically coupled to an electric generator. Kinetic energy of the water drives the turbine and consequently the generator gets driven. Generator. A generator is mounted in the powerhouse and it is mechanically coupled to the turbine shaft. When the turbine blades are rotated, it drives it drives the generator and electricity is generated, which is then stepped up with the help of a transformer for the transmission purpose. Next. Okay, next is the surge tank. Surge tanks are usually provided in high or medium heat power plants when considerably long penstock is required. A surge tank is a small reservoir or tank which is open at the top. It is fitted between the reservoir and the powerhouse. The water level in the surge tank rises or falls to reduce the pressure swings in the penstock. Next. Okay. Next, I will explain about the working principle of the hydroelectric power plant. Okay, firstly, the dam stores lots of water behind it in the reservoir. Near the bottom of the dam wall, there is the water intake. Gravity caused the water move from a higher elevation point to a lower elevation point through the penstock. At the end of the penstock, the moving water turns the blades of the turbine. Then, the turbine turns the generator rotor, which then converts this mechanical energy into another energy form, which is electricity. The power lines are connected to the generator that carry electricity to our home. Okay, the energy conversion in this hydroelectric power plant is from potential energy to kinetic energy to mechanical energy, and mechanical energy to electric energy. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. I'm FATIN IZZATY binti HUSSIN and I will present about the advantage of hydroelectric power plant. Hydroelectric power plant provide peaking power, load following and frequency control that help protect against system failure that could lead to the damage of equipment and even brown or blackout. Hydroelectric also be emission free since hydroelectric dams do not burn fossil fuel. They do not directly produce carbon dioxide. It also renewable because it does not reduce the water resources and it use and does not require fuel. Hydroelectric power plant also provide enhanced value to the electric system in the form of efficiency, security, and most important is reliability. Next is reservoir created by hydroelectric scheme often provide facility for water sport and become tourist attraction. It also like become water-based recreational. Multi-use dam installed for irrigation support, agriculture with a relatively constant water supply. The large hydro dams can control flood, which would otherwise affect people living downstream of the project. Next is the advantage for tight pump storage power plant. The pump storage power plant provide energy balancing stability, storage capacity, and auxiliary grid service, such as network frequency control and reserve. This is due to the ability of pump storage plant, like other hydroelectric plant that respond to potentially large electrical load change within seconds. Next is to balance load on a system, enabling large nuclear or thermal generating source to operate at peak efficiency. It also can be concentrated and shaped to match period of higher demand when it has the greatest value. In the generating mode, the turbine generator can respond very quickly to frequency deviation, just as conventional hydro generator can. When the generating no pumping, the machine can also be operated in synchronous condenser mode. In grid scale, pump storage can provide the type of load balancing advantage for time span ranging from second to hour. For the type of run-of-river power plant, it was very cleaner power and fewer greenhouse gases. Run-of-river harnesses the natural potential energy of water by eliminating the need to burn coal or natural gas to generate the electricity needed by consumer and industry. Run-of-river power plant do not have reservoir, thus eliminating the methane and carbon dioxide emission that caused by the decomposition of organic matter in the reservoir of a conventional hydroelectric dam. The net advantage of run-of-river power plant is less flooding. Without a reservoir, flooding of the upper part of the river does not take place. In the end, people remain living at or near the river and existing habitat are not flooded. That's all from me.
Emre. Hello everyone, I'm ELINE. I will discuss about the disadvantages of hydroelectric power plant. Next. The first one is the disadvantage of hydroelectric power plant is it require high initial cost, such as the construction of the dam of storage pump. Hydroelectric power plant will require very high cost to construct the dam and other facility in the construction. The second one is the construction of dam will changing the temperature of the water, changing the inundation of the land and the water level, water stream level and flow patterns of the river. This may destroy the aquatic life and other wildlife in the water. The next one is that the construction of dam is not suitable for residential area. It forces people who live the area to move to other area and make them to try other area to live in. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya FARAH binti ISMAIL dan saya akan teruskan dengan potential location of hydroelectric power plant in Malaysia. Okey, di Malaysia terdapat dua kawasan di mana kawasan Semenanjung dan kawasan Sabah Sarawak iaitu North Brunei yang terdiri daripada 58% kawasan tanah rendah dan 42% kawasan tanah tinggi. Kawasan tanah tinggi dibina daripada banjaran-banjaran yang terdapat di Malaysia seperti banjaran titiwangsa, banjaran tahan, banjaran bintang dan lain-lain. Dan banjaran titiwangsa merupakan tulang belakang kepada semenanjung. Banjaran titiwangsa terdapat kawasan berbukit di mana 35,117 kawasan berpotensi untuk dibina hydroelectric power plant di Malaysia. Okey, kita pergi kepada kawasan selatan. Berdasarkan daripada reconnaissance study ataupun kajian pengintaian, iaitu kajian awal untuk mengenal pasti kawasan yang berpotensi sebagai hydropower untuk dibina, ialah 12 potensial kawasan di Johor, 17 kawasan berpotensi di Negeri Sembilan dan tiada di Melaka. Di Johor kita tengok dekat kawasan bergunung, kawasan gunung kita dapat Gunung Ledan dan Gunung Pulai. Manakala di banjaran tahan adalah di Bekok. Untuk di Negeri Sembilan, sepenuhnya di kawasan banjaran Titiwangsa, iaitu di Kuala Kelawar, Jelebu, Kuala Pilar, Seri Meranti dan Rembau. Dan di Negeri Sembilan terdapat 17 kawasan yang berpotensi untuk dibina hydroelectric power plant. Untuk di kawasan wilayah, iaitu di Pahang, terdapat 26 kawasan yang berpotensi, iaitu di kawasan banjaran Titiwangsa sebelah timur, Bentong, Kuala Lipis dan Cameron Highland. Di banjaran tahan pula, 2 kawasan di Temerloh, 1 kawasan di East Coast dan 8 kawasan di Pulau Tioman. Untuk di Selangor, ada 2 kawasan saja yang berpotensi di banjaran Titiwangsa, iaitu Gombak, Kuala Angat. Tapi tiada keperluan untuk dibina di kawasan tersebut kerana kawasan tersebut adalah kawasan orang asli yang telah yang mempunyai pembinaan pembangunan yang baik. Jadi tiada keperluan lah untuk membina hydroelectric power plant ini. Untuk di kawasan utara, terdapat 34 kawasan di Perak, 3 kawasan di Terengganu, 5 kawasan di Kedah dan 10 kawasan di Kelantan. Northern Ridge. Iaitu di Perak, kita tengok pada banjaran Titiwangsa sebelah barat, Cenderiang, Tanjung Malim, Tapah, Kampar, Gopeng, Lenggong dan Kuala Kangsar. Iaitu 30 kawasan yang terdapat di daerah-daerah ini. Untuk banjaran bintang adalah Bukit Larut, iaitu 4 kawasan yang berpotensi untuk membina. Dan untuk di Kedah, 4 kawasan, 4 site, iaitu 1 di Baling, 2 di Langkawi dan 1 site di mana ni tak nampak. Ya, 1 site di SIT. Tapi kawasan-kawasan ni hanya berpotensi sebagai alternatif kepada grid of power plant generation. Dan yang terakhir ialah Kelantan, 10 kawasan di banjaran Titiwangsa di Gua Musang. Untuk di Terengganu, di banjaran Titiwangsa, 2 kawasan di Besut dan 1 kawasan di Dungun. Kalau untuk kawasan di Besut ini hanya sesuai untuk alternative off-grid connection kerana kawasan tersebut mempunyai kawasan perumahan, perkampungan yang sesuai untuk membina elektrik, penggunaan elektrik yang baik. Itu saja. Sekian, terima kasih.